Greetings. My name is Dale Helwig. I'm from Columbus, Kansas, and a member of the Kansas Forage and Grassland Council. My family owns and operates a beef cattle ranch outside of Columbus, where we retain all of our calves and sell them either direct to the consumer or to a packing plant such as Creekstone Packing or U.S. Premium Beef. This past January, I had the opportunity to attend my first American Forage and Grassland Council conference in Wichita, Kansas. It was close to home and in my home state, so it made it a lot easier to attend. The experience itself was really great. In fact, I've had the opportunity to attend several conferences through different organizations over the year, but this by far was the best one ever. The amount of knowledge I received and the contacts I made during the conference made any expense that I incurred worthwhile. Not only am I a producer, but I'm an extension agent for Kansas State Research and Extension. So to be able to hear the latest research at the conference and see the newest technologies through the different workshops and presentations not only helped me in my own operation, but then I was able to take that information back to our producers in my county. With that aside, as part of the conference, I was able to compete in the Forage Spokesman contest. I've never really competed in anything since high school, so this was a little bit more out of my comfort zone, and I was a little nervous. So years ago, I had the opportunity to do a similar contest with another organization, but I chickened out. So I told myself at that time, if another opportunity presented itself, I was going to take advantage of it, because you never know what you're capable of unless you extend yourself. I am definitely not an extrovert. I like to sit on the back row and absorb knowledge. So this was definitely a step out of where I feel comfortable. I do give presentations for my job, but to talk about myself and my operation, that's not my style. The topic was to talk about your operation and what you do. When I was an FFA in high school, I would compete in speech contests, and my advisor would say, if you ever get stumped, just talk about what you know. So this contest was actually fairly simple, because you just talk about what you know, and who knows your operation better than yourself. For me, the best part about putting this presentation together was to look back over our operation and how it's changed throughout the years. Even what we are doing today is different than when I competed in January at the contest. So to look back at our operations from when our family moved into Kansas in 1909 was eye-opening and rewarding in the fact of how we faced all the challenges throughout the years. The fact that I love cows and I love forages and got to talk about our grazing management program, it was a lot of fun, and as my advisor said, I talk about what I know. So going into it, I thought I'd just be presenting in front of a couple of judges and maybe a few spectators. So when I found out that this was kind of a main event of the conference, I was a little nervous, but it really wasn't that bad. The folks there were generally supportive about the effort being put out by all the contestants. And when it came to the Q&A portion of the contest, the questions were really genuine, and the people there just really wanted to get to know about you and your operation. I also had the opportunity to listen to the other contestants and to learn from their operations. So in the end, this was not so much about me and the presentation that I gave, but what I learned from other contestants and how they run their operation. It was a really great experience, and I took more away from it, definitely, than what I brought to the contest. As what has happened since the competition, during the contest, I met folks from all over the United States, and I would say made some new friends. Several weeks after I returned home, I was contacted by an organization that attended the conference and asked me if I would come present at one of their conferences. They just wanted to hear more about what we were doing in Kansas. That experience was tremendous, and if I had the opportunity to do that again, I will definitely jump on it. Because as my dad said, you know, sometimes you got to just get your head out of the manure and see what other people are doing. And this conference and that speaking opportunity definitely allowed me to get my head out of the pasture and see what else is going on across the United States. So to wrap up, what I received from competing in attending the conference was tenfold anything that I put into the effort. I would encourage anybody, young or old, male or female, just to put yourself out there and compete. You do not have to compete by yourself, though I did. Others compete as couples or as business partners. So if you don't feel comfortable doing it by yourself, grab somebody and go for it. So for winning, I did receive a cash reward, and I would like to thank Tucker Family Farms for that cash donation there. And I would like to thank the American Forage and Grassland Council for giving the opportunity of putting on such a contest. Again, I would encourage anybody to compete or at least trick somebody else into competing in the contest. It was a tremendous experience. And because of it, I hope last January was not my first and last American Forage and Grassland Conference. I hope to be attending several more in the future. Thank you and have a great day.